Hi, it's Mrs. Ferris from Wood Library, and it's story time. Can you see what our theme is going to be for today? That's right, bears. Can you say hi? All right, well, let's get to our first story. It's kind of a silly one. It's called Mom, There's a Bear at the Door. It's written by Sabine Lippin with pictures by Manuela Olten, and it's published by Erdman Books. All those paw prints. Do you see what I see? Mom, there's a bear at the door. A bear? A bear. But we live on the 11th floor. That's why he's here. How did the bear get up here? He took the elevator. The elevator? The elevator. The bear pressed the button and took the elevator? Of course. The elevator doesn't work if no one presses the button. How did the bear get to the city? Oh, he took the bus. How else? He took the bus? He took the bus. The bear had a ticket? Oh, he probably bought one. The bear bought a ticket? Well, he's not allowed to get on the bus without a ticket, so he must have bought one. And how did the bear get to the bus stop? He rode his bicycle. His bicycle? His bicycle. The bear has a bicycle? Oh, he has to have one if he rode it. The bear can ride a bicycle? Well, otherwise he couldn't have gotten from the forest to the bus stop. The bear came from the forest? All bears come from the forest. This one too? This one too. And where is there a forest in the middle of the city? Well, there has to be one, otherwise the bear wouldn't have come here. And what does the bear want here on our 11th floor? To look at the sea. At the sea? At the sea. The bear from the forest wants to look out at the sea here in the middle of the city. Yes, he can't see it in that thick forest. And how will he look at it from here? Well, through the window. How else? And when he has seen the sea, he'll leave? Not until he's had lunch. Oh, what does the bear eat exactly? Black forest cake and honey cake. Black forest cake. Black forest cake and honey cake? Yes, both. There's nobody to bake for him in the forest. And then, when he has seen the sea and eaten the black forest cake and the honey cake, then will he go back to his forest? Exactly. First he'll take the elevator down. First he'll take the elevator down. And then he'll take the bus to the edge of the forest. Then he'll take the bus to the edge of the forest. And then he'll ride his bike back to his cave. Then he'll ride his bike back to his cave. And then? Well, then he'll go to sleep, of course. The bear will be tired after such a long day. And I guess Bear has made a new friend. Now, do you think you can pretend that you're a great big tall mountain? Sit up really tall and put your hand on your shoulder, and your hand is going to be a bear. And you're going to be a mountain. The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see, to see what he could see, to see what he could see. And what did he see? Well, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Let's have another story. And this one, the bear's in the forest, isn't he? This is called A Bear is a Bear, except when he's not. This is a story by Carl Newson with pictures by Anuska Alipuz, and it's published by Sterling Children's Books. I think this is one of those. No, it isn't. I thought it was a wraparound cover, but it isn't. But there's the bear. And where do bears live usually? In a cave here. A bear is a bear, except when he's not. And what would he be if a bear forgot? Why, a bird, of course. Perched in a nest, wondering why he outgrew all the rest, wondering why he cannot fly, wondering why, with a heavy sigh, if I'm not a bird, then what am I? For a bear is a bear, except when he's not. What would he be if a bear forgot? Why, a moose, of course. Tall and slow, wondering, why do antlers grow? Wondering why the grass tastes dry, wondering why, oh me, oh my. I'm not a moose. I don't know why. I'm not a bird. So what am I? For a bear is a bear, except when he's not. What would he be if a bear forgot? Why, a fox, of course. Who likes to dance, wondering why it's so hard to prance, wondering why his steps are awry, wondering why, with a tear in his eye. I'm not a fox, though I gave it a try. I'm not a moose. I don't know why. I'm not a bird. I cannot fly. For a bear is a bear, except when he's not. What would he be if a bear forgot? Why, a squirrel, of course. Quick and small, wondering if he's going to fall, wondering why he climbs so high, wondering why, oh why, oh why. I'm not a squirrel, they climb too high. I'm not a fox, though I gave it a try. I'm not a moose, I don't know why. And I'm not a bird, I cannot fly. So what, oh what on earth am I? You used to know, but you forgot. At least we know now what you're not. You're very tired and grumpy too, but I know what you need to do. Now curl up tight and not a peep. Close your eyes and go to sleep. This is your cave, and here's the thing. Hibernation lasts till spring. So off to sleep. It's just December. No wonder that you can't remember. For a bear is a bear, but this bear forgot. It's time to wake up now, ready or not. Knock, knock, knock. Hello in there. Oh, there you are. And you're can you say it? Bear. Oh, it's nice to know who you are. Well, which finger play should we do you think? Maybe we could shake our sillies out. I don't think we've done that in a while. So, can you get ready to shake? Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. And can you clap, clap, clap your crazies out? Clap, clap, clap your crazies out. Clap, clap, clap your crazies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out? Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out. Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stand up where you are? Because it's time to jump. I'm going to stay in my chair so I don't jump out of the frame here. But can you jump? Okay. Can you jump, jump, jump your jiggles out? Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you yawn? Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Well, are you ready for another bear story? This one is called Not This Bear, and it is by Bernice Myers, and it's published by Two Lions Books. Now, can you tell which one's the bear and which one isn't? This is a story about mistaken identity. Little Herman went to visit his Aunt Gert. He got off the bus at the last stop, but he still had a short walk to her house, and it was very, very cold. And to keep him warm, Herman pulled himself deeper into his long, furry coat, and he pulled his big, furry hat down over his face. He looked just like a bear, which is funny because that's exactly what a passing bear thought he looked like. "You must be my cousin Julius," said the bear. Grabbing Herman by the hand, the bear ran with him to his cave. "Look who I found at the edge of the woods," he shouted. And all the bears ran over and kissed Herman hard and wet. "Cousin Julius, Cousin Julius," they shouted. "My name is Herman," said Herman. But no one even heard. They were so excited. "I'm not a bear," Herman said. "Dinner is ready," Mama Bear called. "Take your places. Cousin Julius, you just sit here." And when Mama Bear served the soup, all the bears lapped it up with their tongues. But not Herman. He ate politely with a spoon that he happened to have in his pocket. And when the vegetables were served, Herman ate with a fork that he happened to have in his pocket. The bears were amazed. My, Big Brown Bear stared at Herman. "How smart you are to learn a trick like that." And all the bears clapped as if they were watching a circus act. Oh, poor Herman. He wasn't a bear. He was a little boy. He was sure of it. But the bears were just as sure that Herman was their cousin Julius. So, thought Herman, I'll just prove I'm really a boy. So he began to sing, la, 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 and dance and whistle. I'm not going to whistle. Tie his shoelace and stand on his head. All the things a boy knows how to do. But whatever he did, the bears still thought Herman was a bear, and they clapped even harder at his tricks. See what happens, says Papa. See what happens when a bear has a chance to go to the big city and learn a trade? What a clever cousin we have, said Big Brown Bear. And then he yawned and went outside. Now Big Brown Bear looked at the sky and announced the time of year. Winter. After Mama's big meal, we won't have to eat again till spring, he said. And all the bears got ready to sleep. Remember, we sleep for at least 2 months, said Big Brown Bear. 2 months, said Herman. I only sleep one night at a time. And during the day, I go out and play. I'm not sleeping through the winter. Said one of the bears. But all bears do it, said Baby Bear. Not this bear, answered Herman. I like winter, he said. He likes winter, said the bears, astonished. Yes, I like winter. I like to go sledding and to skate. I like to make snowmen and drink hot chocolate with whipped cream. I like snowball fights with my friends, and I like to make giant tracks in the snow. And besides, I have to go to school. And when Herman was finished speaking, there was a long silence. Then Big Brown Bear spoke. Perhaps you aren't a bear after all. In fact, now that I look closer, you don't even have a nose like a bear. And he didn't. Look, shouted a bear, removing Herman's furry hat and coat. He's not a bear at all. And there, shivering in the cave, stood little Herman. See, I am a boy, he said. And Papa Bear roared with laughter. That's the best trick of all, and the trick was on us. Herman put on his furry hat and coat again. He said goodbye to all the bears. Come and visit us in the spring, they yawned after him. I will, he answered, just to be polite. And Herman began to walk toward Aunt Gert's house. He was almost out of the woods when a big, black, burly bear jumped out from behind a tree. And running toward Herman, the bear shouted, Cousin Bernard! Cousin Bernard! But Herman, he ran just as fast as he could out of the woods. He was glad when he finally reached Aunt Gert's porch. And you know, Aunt Gert was very glad to see Herman. So he wasn't a bear at all, was he? He just was awfully fuzzy and with that coat and hat. But I bet he was as nice and warm as a bear. Well, shall we eat something that's nice and warm? Can you get your pan all nice and hot? And we can cook our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little hot dogs. 5 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bang. Well, we have one more book. another bear book. And this is called But the Bear Came Back. It's written by Tammy Sauer with pictures by Dan Taylor, and it's published by Nosy Crow. I like the end papers to see all the paw prints. One ordinary day, a bear knocked at my door. I politely informed him that bears do not belong in houses. And then I said, "Go home, bear." And that was that. But the bear came back. And this time he brought a friend. Do you know what kind of bird that is? It's pink and has long legs. Eats lots of shrimp and fish. A flamingo. I said, "Go home, bear, and take that flamingo with you." And that was that. But the bear came back. I pretended no one was at home. There's a sign on the door that says, "No one is home, really, especially if you're a bear." But apparently, bears can't read. I said, "Go home, bear," and that was that. But the bear came back. Again, and again, and again. And things got a little ridiculous. I said, "Go home, bear." And the bear didn't come back. He didn't come back on Monday. Yes. Or Tuesday, bearless. Or Wednesday, bear, are you there? He didn't come back on Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday. As for Sunday, there was no bear anywhere. "This is unbearable," I cried. "I miss that bear." And that was that. So I organized a search party, and I tacked up posters. This one says, "Have you seen this bear?" This one said, "Reward." This banner said, "Come back, bear." And then I waited and waited and waited. I didn't think he'd ever come back. Look under the street lamp. What do you see? And then I found my bear. He came back. And I said, "Welcome home, bear." And that was that. So it seems like in all of these books, the bears were just looking for a friend, weren't they? Well, we're going to have a story about a bear and a friend who, well, I'm not sure I'd really call it a friend. One cold, frosty day, Mr. Bear woke up early from his long winter's nap. He was very, very hungry. But the ground was still covered with snow, and Mr. Bear had a hard time finding any food. Now at that time, you might notice, Mr. Bear had a, well, it might help if I brought him over so you can see him, right? How's that? Is that better? We'll make it a little straighter. Mr. Bear had a long, bushy tail, and waving it behind him, he saw down at the river Mrs. Fox, who was eating a big, juicy fish. That looks good, said Mr. Bear. Tell me, Mrs. Fox, how did you catch your fish? The river's frozen over. Oh, it was easy, said Mrs. Fox slyly. First, I made a small hole in the ice, and then I stuck my tail down into the water. And when I felt a pinch, I knew I had caught a fish. So I pulled my tail out, and there's my fish. What a good idea, said Mr. Bear. Do you think I could do that too? Oh, of course, smiled Mrs. Fox. And if you want more than one fish, well, just leave your tail in the hole a bit longer. Mr. Bear was delighted at the thought of a dinner. Oh, a fish dinner. He thanked Mrs. Fox, and he went out onto the ice and made a small hole in it. And then he stuck his tail down in the hole. And he sat. And he waited. And soon, Mr. Bear felt something pinch his tail. Oh, I've caught a fish, he said. But I'm so hungry. I could eat 10 fish. So I'd better wait a little longer. So Mr. Bear left his tail in the water, and before long, he felt another pinch, and then another, and another. And his tail hurt more and more, but Mr. Bear didn't mind because every pinch meant another fish, and oh, he was so hungry. Soon he'd have all the fish he could eat. Finally, Mr. Bear decided that he had caught enough fish, so he started to pull out his tail. But his tail wouldn't budge. When he looked back over his shoulder, he saw that the hole in the ice had frozen over, and his tail was stuck fast in the ice. Oh, no, cried Mr. Bear. Mrs. Fox tricked me. That pinching wasn't a fish biting my tail. It was the ice freezing around my tail. What am I going to do? I can't sit here forever. So Mr. Bear started to pull, and he pulled and pulled until snap! He broke off his long, bushy tail, leaving only a short little stump. And that is why, to this very day, Mr. Bear has such a short, short tail. And that's the end of our tales today. I can barely call to myself and say it's time to say goodbye, but it is time to say goodbye. So let me get my friend down here. Can you come up and wave goodbye? Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you, well, next week for Storytime, we hope. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to leave a comment. I'd love to know who's been watching, and give me some ideas of what kind of things you might like to listen to, right? Okay, bye-bye.